Hey guys, Wolf here, back with another video. I know it's been a while, and sorry about that, but today I thought I'd share a little bit about myself with you guys, since it's not a big secret that I'm a huge fan of Pokemon, so I thought I'd tell you guys my favorite Pokemon of each type. How this video is going to work is for each type, I'll tell you my favorite, a brief explanation on why, and a couple other honorary mentions that I really like. And starting off with the normal type. Right. So, my favorite normal type Pokemon is Hisuian Zoroark. And the reason why is just, it is so... I think Zoroark was already one of my favorite Pokemon, and the redesign just made it look 100 times better. And a couple honorary mentions was I've always liked Persian, and Salvala is pretty cool as well. Moving on to the fire type, my favorite one there is Braixen. I really like the entire Finnegan line and think they're super underrated. Greninja steals the spotlight a lot from them, and I just think they're pretty cool. Two other honorary mentions are Talonflame and Arcanine. Water's up next, and even though it is a bit overrated, Greninja still has to be my favorite water type. I remember the first full Pokemon anime I watched was X and Y, and I fell in love with Ash Greninja. I'm also a big fan of Floatzel, as you can see from a lot of my videos, and Quagsire. My favorite grass type is Trevenant. I just think it's cool, and the concept's really fun. A ghost, I don't know. I also like Decidueye and Serperior both as well. My favorite electric type is Jolteon. I just think it's definitely my favorite of the 3 original evolutions, and my second favorite evolution overall. It's just got a very sleek and nice design. I also like Luxray, Heliolisk, and Miraidon. Miraidon being one of my new favorite legendaries, thanks to the role it played in the story. As for rock type is Tyrantrum. I really like dinosaurs, and the idea of a giant rock T-Rex being able to be your friend just is so fun and appealing to me. Though I also like Barbarical. I feel like it needs definitely a lot more love, and Lycanroc. Mostly the dust form is my favorite, but all 3 are really good. Moving on to the ground type, my favorite is without a doubt Cubone. I have loved Cubone since the minute I saw Pokemon. It is just so adorable, cute, and its backstory is so sad that it just makes me want to give it a hug. Like, in the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee games, I was so sad with the whole Cubone scene of it like hugging its mom's ghost. And I just want to give this little guy a hug and make him happy. Though I also really like Zygarde, and Clodsire has definitely been going up there a lot for me. Next is Ice, which without a doubt is Weavile, 100%. Weavile is amazing, and out of all the Sinnoh evolutions is my favorite. It just looks imposing, intimidating, and mischievous, which is what I love in a Pokemon. I also, for other ice types I like Spheal, it's adorable, and I also like Frostlass and Snom, just because they're both silly. Well, Frostlass isn't silly, I guess Frostlass is kind of horrifying, but you can get what I mean. For Psychic, it's my favorite Psychic type, and also my favorite Pokemon ever, is Espeon. I just love the design. It's simplistic yet cool, and it looks like it could destroy you and be your friend, which is what a good Pokemon should look like. Plus, I like the fact that it's super loyal and will do anything for its trainer. I also really like Abra, and I really like Alolan Raichu. My favorite regional form by far. Well, I don't know if the Hisuian forms count as regional forms or not. If they do, then it's still Hisuian Zoroark. If not, Alolan Raichu. My favorite ghost type is Golurk because it is just huge, imposing, but it just acts like a little baby, and I find that adorable. This big, imposing creature is just sweet and wholesome. Also, it is powerful. It could wreck a lot it could go on a rampage if it wanted to. For other ghost types, I really like Sarilege, Mimikyu a lot. I really like Mimikyu. And I like Oricorio. The ghost style Oricorio just looks really clean to me. I like the fans. Next, for my favorite type overall is Dark, which my favorite Dark type is Absol. You might notice that a couple of my other favorites have been Dark so far. They would also go in here, but I just like Absol a lot, so they went to their other respective types. I just like Absol because he's a hero that everyone thinks is a villain. He has a really cool design, and I love the Mega Evolution. It looks amazing. And for other Dark type runners up, oh, there's a lot. I really like the original Zoroark, like I said, I like Umbreon. I love Mightyena. A really cool Wolf Dark type. I think Lipart's pretty cool, and Yveltal. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It might be Yveltal or Yveltal. I don't know. But he's really cool and an imposing Pokemon. Plus, he's death itself in the Pokemon universe, which I just find really awesome. For flying, moving on to the next type, which is flying, my favorite is Gliscor. This thing is just epic looking, and I plan to use one on a playthrough soon. This and Ash's Gliscor was just really fun, and I don't know, there's nothing I can really say describe how I like this thing. I also really like Corviknight, because it's just imposing. Kilowattrel has grown on me a lot, especially because of Storm, my Kilowattrel in my Violet playthrough. And I've always liked Aerodactyl. He's just a really sick looking dinosaur, and I think they did a really good job with him. Moving on to the next type, we have Steel, which my favorite for Steel is Melmetal, and she's emergent. I don't see how anyone could not like Melmetal, because one, his design's sick, he's super fun to use, and his personality, again, he's like Golurk. He's all big and strong looking, but also just acts like a little baby. And I just really like that in a Pokemon. For a runners-up, I really like Metagross. It's a sick Exudo. And I like Aggron, who for the longest time I thought was a pseudo. Moving on to fairy types, which even though it's my least favorite type, there are still quite a few. There are still a few that I like. I like Gardevoir a lot, and not for the reason most people like Gardevoir. It's an easy Pokemon to get early on, and it's a very good powerhouse. Its design is alright. The design isn't what sells me for it. It's just that it's a good powerhouse that I've used on a couple playthroughs, and has got me really fond of this. I also like Gallade a lot. They're kind of actually a tie between which one I like. I like Mega Gallade a lot more, but Gardevoir has much better typing. I don't know. This is a tie, and the only tie I have, because both of these designs are just so amazing. For extra ones, I really like Grimmsnarl for the fact that it looks horrifying, but is still a fairy type. And Tinkaton is hilarious. I just find Tinkaton so funny to look at. Moving on to the next one, fighting type is Marshadow. And Marshadow is just so cute and so powerful. I wish it wasn't a mythical so that I could use it, because he's just so cute and I want him on my team. Also, I love that he goes into the Zen form whenever he uses a fighting move instead of a ghost move. Overall, I just really like this guy. And for other ones, I really like Hawlucha. I like that it's like a cool wrestler. And I like Pangoro, again. And just because I don't know, I just like Pangoro. I have no real reason behind it. The next type is Dragon, which my favorite Dragon type is by far Haxorus. I fell in love with this thing ever since I saw it. I wish it was a pseudo, but even so, it's still so strong and just so cool to use. For other Dragon types I really like I really like Zekrom a lot, just because it's intimidating. Another really good legendary. And I like Garchomp, because, hey, it's Garchomp, you can't go wrong with him. And I like Noivern. Noivern is a really cool, not necessarily dragon-like, dragon type, which sometimes I just really like. Other times like Altaria, not so much. But Noivern does it well. For poison types, my favorite poison type and my favorite Ultra Beast is Naganadel. This thing looks horrifying, plus it's a starter in its own dimension, and I kind of wish it was a starter here, because it looks just so fun. Also, that cannon on its thorax definitely looks like it could one-shot a tank. For other poison types, there's only actually one. I like Salazzle, just for the fact that, I don't know, the design kind of looks sleek and nice. Plus, I used it once and it was fun, but I don't know, just what, there had to be at least one honorary mention. For the final type is Bug, and my favorite bug type is Golisopod. This thing looks imposing, horrifying, and is so fun because despite looking so cool and being so powerful, he's also a little coward, which is hilarious. I don't know, he just looks cool to me. And finally, the last couple of Pokemon, honorary mentions for Bug are Cleavor, because it looks really nice and cool. I really like it. Scizor too, I like both of them. Joltik looks really cool and cute. And I really like Low-Kicks. He's grown on me a lot as well. And yeah, that is all the Pokemon that, oh wait, no, Vespiquen as well. Vespiquen, I didn't put her on the script, but now that I'm thinking about it, I also really like Vespiquen, just because I like the aspect of how they actually did a whole beehive thing just for this one Pokemon line. But with her done, that's all the Pokemon. That's my favorite Pokemon of every type. Tell me what yours is in the comments down below. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. And as always, join the Wolf Pack. And I'll see you guys next time.